1957, the Cold War. Two ideological blocs are squaring up to one another, threatening each other. It's not a period associated with trust. However, in this climate of doubt, one of the world's most ambitious projects for peace, solidarity and prosperity was born, the European Union. And with it, right from the start, the desire to help less developed countries. At first, EU member states sent financial aid to their colonies to build roads, hospitals and schools. With the independence of those colonies, the relationship between the donor countries and recipient countries became more balanced from a political perspective. However, the economic gap continued to widen. In an attempt to reduce the gap between rich countries and more fragile countries, Europe is progressively stepping up its aid to all developing nations. International cooperation is underway with one clear goal: to promote a fairer, safer world in which solidarity prevails. The European Union is keen to contribute. This goal requires firm commitment and sufficient resources. And the bulk of the responsibility lies with developing countries. They must be committed to adopting policies that are universally beneficial and are respectful of everyone, respecting human rights, getting ordinary people involved, ensuring transparent decision-making, setting up institutions. These are all part of what is known as good governance. The European Union adheres to these principles and works to promote them. For the EU, good governance is a necessary condition for launching lasting development initiatives and projects. The European Union has not taken on this huge challenge alone. It works alongside major international organizations such as the United Nations and the World Bank. Of course, financial assistance is one aspect of its support, and in this respect, Europe gives more than anyone else. But it is also essential to know what needs to be done to achieve sustainable development and how to go about doing it. To the question, what needs to be done, the Millennium Development Goals provide an answer. There are 8 focuses of action that have been agreed upon by all the world's countries. Reduce poverty and hunger, provide primary education for all, promote gender equality, reduce child mortality, improve maternal health, fight AIDS, protect biodiversity, establish worldwide cooperation. To the question, how can it be done, the European Consensus and the 2005 Paris Declaration set out the rules and a clear objective: give more money and organize aid better. A commitment that the European Union takes very seriously. Experience shows that if the governments and populations concerned aren't involved in projects, those projects are doomed to failure. To make more aid effective, the beneficiary countries choose and manage the development projects themselves. In some cases, Europe injects money directly into the government budgets of the recipient countries, on the condition, of course, that they can demonstrate good governance. In other situations, channeling aid via non-governmental organizations is preferable, especially in conflict zones or when the governments concerned don't provide sufficient guarantees as to the correct use of the donations. Supporting sustainable development is, by definition, a long-term process, and it is not in itself a solution to all the problems in the world. As was true in the building of Europe, political commitment and individual awareness are essential. So let's keep up and even step up our efforts now.